What is the report card like, really?
Concerning freedom of the press in Africa, it's a mixed picture, as it is with the broader democracy and governance picture. And just like in our Freedom in the World report, some of the countries that have made the biggest gains this year, those countries are also seeing the biggest gains in terms of media freedoms. I would highlight in particular Ethiopia, which is undergoing such a remarkable transition. Things could still go backwards, but some very positive things going on. The opening of political space and the opening of media space there has allowed a number of journalists to return, including some diaspora journalists previously based in the United States. It also means that for the first time in 10 years, there are no journalists in prison in Ethiopia. Ethiopia used to be one of the leaders in jailing journalists on the continent. Those days appear to be over for now, which is quite encouraging. Another country that has made massive strides democratically recently is the Gambia, and we're seeing those kind of improvements in press freedoms as well. But then you also have the other end of the spectrum, countries that are authoritarian in nature and behave that way in terms of their treatment of the media as well.
For example?
I would highlight Sudan in particular, which of course is undergoing its own remarkable transition right now. But over the course of these protests over the last few months, dozens of journalists have been arrested, which is a typical strategy for the Sudanese regime over many years. I would look at Cameroon as well, where many journalists were harassed over the course of the elections last year, which were so problematic and highlighted such great divides between Anglophone and Francophone Cameroon. There was also a very lengthy shutdown of internet services in Anglophone Cameroon. And of course, internet access is increasingly part of the conversation in terms of press freedoms.